As for the gameplay itself, it's pretty good. You know, the storyline, it's kind of retarded, but I like the whole game fighting style. Like, if they sort of mixed that kind of look into the whole Pokemon Sun and Moon, that would be, I would be completely, I would orgasm over the fact of that. You know, that would be fantastic. Please, please do that. Please even just think about it. Because I guarantee you, you will have a lot more people loving Pokemon just because of it. I don't know about you, but I am personally a big fan of the whole realistic style of Pokemon. Like, if you show me any Pokemon game that looks like I'm battling Pokemon in real life, uh, huh, yeah, I'm gonna be pretty satisfied with that game. I'm gonna love that game. The game's gonna be like the top game of the year, of the century, of the fucking millennia. Alright? You will have like formed a whole new world of gameplay through that. Just because you made it look real playing Pokemon. Like, I want to be able to throw my fucking Pokeball using like the Wii U remote, throw the fucking Pokeball, and then next thing you know, I'm sitting there as the Pokemon beating ass. You know, like in the whole like fighting style ish deal like they did in the Poke Tournament. You know, that I would, any game in the world wouldn't stand up to that. And that's a promise in my personal opinion. You know, if you have a different opinion, feel free to comment below. I respect anyone who comments their opinion, just as long as, you know, you just tell me what you think, what you expect. You know, you tell me how you feel about what I'm saying. You know, and also, I came up with a really great idea behind, like, Pokemon. What would be really cool, in my personal opinion, why don't you just come out with a Pokemon game that mixes, like, all of the seasons together? Like, you start off, alright, you know, you don't have to make it, like, so fucking outrageously hard that it just ruins the game. All you have to do is, you start off in the Kanto region, and you make your way all the way up to, I can't remember the name of it. The X and Y series. You know, if you, I can't. What the hell region is that? I don't know. Tell me in the comments below. But yeah, you go all the way from there. You know, but the thing is that, and what I think you should do, instead of having to have them all like connect and your Pokemon's level would stay how they are, I think what you should do is you have to have it so that way it like mixes together to where, alright, let's say in Kanto region you fought the fucking boss of Team Rocket, and then somehow, some way, alright, the Team Rocket managed to hack inside of your PC and snatch all of your Pokemon out of your PC. And then whenever you get a phone call from Professor Oak or some bull crap like that, saying that the boss of Team Rocket comes in and snags your Pokeballs and then just runs off with it as you fucking go into the next like city or something. I don't know, that seems pretty retarded as I was saying it, but you know, have some like cool idea behind that, and to make it so that way where you have to start off from like the beginning-ish kind of, but also you still are able to keep at least one Pokemon throughout the whole entire fucking thing. You know, like how they have in the Pokemon TV show, how they have like Ash go around with Pikachu, you know, everywhere. I'm sorry to say this, but if they actually had it like that, Pikachu would be a complete and total badass. Pikachu would be able to own every single Pokemon there is in existence just because of how much he's been battling, you know? And uh, it doesn't make sense to a point, but you have to make it so that way it does make sense. Hell, you could even just make it so that way it completely erases the fact of that you went into the other, like, Pokemon. Like, or, how about this? How about this? This is an even better idea. You just completely get rid of the whole connecting them together with one character and have it so that way, you know, once you beat the Pokemon game, you can switch between the Pokemon. Like, you have to have it in the you have to remake the games though to where it's in the like graphics quality of X and Y, yet also has all the same like emotions as like red and like fire red, leaf green, fucking emerald, sapphire, silver, gold. Like, I like the whole fact that how they remade Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Like that was crazy. That was probably the best idea they've had ever. And how they remade like Emerald, or not Emerald, they remade Sapphire and Ruby. Like that, I like whenever they remake it into a newer style, because it just, sometimes they go overboard with it, but other times, you know, they bring in a greater concept to it. Like, I like the whole Mega Evolution deal, but I don't like how it's very overused and overpowered. Like, I know it's supposed to be overpowered, but it's just too overpowered in my opinion. I don't really know how to explain it, but, you know, it's very, very just overpowered and overused, you know. They should have it to where it's more of a rare style, you know, like more of like, there's only a few people in the world of Pokemon that have access to these items, and you have to go out of your way and search for these people and find them to get the Mega Evolution Stone. Because I'm sorry, there's not gonna be like dozens upon dozens upon, or fuck, even thousands upon thousands of Mega Evolution Stones out there. You know, you need to have like one person in each region has a Mega Evolution Stone, and you have to go get them. And they're not gonna be some easy schmuck that you face like the bug catcher. No, they're probably gonna be like harder than the champion himself, or whenever you face red and silver and gold. Like, I don't know about you, but the battle with red and silver and gold was not extremely difficult, but it was more difficult than your average Pokemon battle. You know, and if they put these if they put all these games together, I think you would have a lot of people who are more financially able because they're not like little kids. I mean, no offense, but I don't know if this is true or not, but I do see a lot more adults playing Pokemon than I do children, which is really, I mean, I don't exactly have a problem with it, but it's very unusual. You know, you make a game that's supposed to be for, like, kids, but it's only adults play it. Like, if you're just going the complete wrong way. And, like, Call of Duty's meant for adults, and kids play it like fucking crazy. They play it like it's nothing. You know? And half the time, they just bitch about it. But, still, you know, I think that Pokemon would go off of like a whole new like world if they did that. I would like that. You know, I would like traveling from island to island, going from season to season, making my way to being a Pokemon champion. Oh, now I'm the champion of this region. Now I can go into the next region and become the champion of there. And then next thing you know, I'm the champion of every single region, and I have the ability to use Fly to go to every single region that I fucking want, just because. You know, I think that would be really awesome, and that way, you know, you do have the ability to get every single Pokemon without having to freaking like trade in, like go through like different previous games that you had, just so that way you can get, you know, Pokemons from like first generation or second generation or third, you know, because I don't know about you, but it's rare to see a fucking Charmander around. You know, you don't really see it too often. And I don't know about you, but I love my Charmander. I love my Charmander. That and my Squirtle. You know, and it's rarer than I want it to be. You know, I understand that they're starter Pokemons and they should be rare, but I don't like it. I don't fucking like it. Alright? They need to have it so that way, you know, starter Pokemons can be, you know, rare, but you have access to them through certain, like, quote-unquote quests throughout the story. You know, that would be amazing. I would love it, having, like, little side quests that you can do. It's like, oh, there's my helpless little Clefairy is fucking stuck inside of Viridian Forest or something, and you need to go find him. And then once you go find the Clefairy, you find out that Team Rocket has some sort of bullshit to do with it, and they're sitting there trapped in the Clefairy, and then you're like, what's up, motherfuckers? And they just fuck their day up, you know? That'd be awesome. I don't see why they don't do that. You know, they just have it so that way it's like, oh, you have to go through the storyline. This is one solid storyline. It all goes in together. No, they need to have side quests. I like little side quests so that way you aren't sitting there and having to do the whole, like, boosting, you know, like, grinding up your Pokemon. You know, you could sit there, continue on with, like, a different, like, side quest so you're not sitting there all bored just grinding and lose interest. You can have like a little like side thing just so that way you have a reason to like do something, and also you have the ability to train your Pokemon without having to just sit there and walk around in a little like 4x4 square. You know, it's not as like it doesn't rot away your brain as much. And hey, you know, fuck it. Might as well throw some funny-ass puns in there, because we all know how perverted some companies can be. But I don't know. I think they can go through a lot of, like, great idea. They have a lot of potential through the Pokemon franchise, but I don't think they take advantage of it as they should. You know, like, there are a lot of occasions where they should do, like, certain things with previous games, and they don't. I was like a 4. That was pussy shit. But yeah, like, I think they really could step up their game with the Pokemon Sun and Moon, depending on how they portray themselves, you know. And I don't know. I really don't know. I'm just gonna wait until the game comes out, and more than likely I'll just say some fucking rant about how I feel about the game. Could be good, could be bad, I don't know, we'll find out. But let's go on to a different subject.